30-day split challenge. Let's go. Okay, just making sure that the light is on. Yeah, how you doing? We're 10 days in. You're a third of the way there. We literally just have 2 more 10-day sets. And you should be feeling flexible already. You should be starting to feel the confidence boosting in your body already. Okay? Especially if you've been consistent with it. If you're going at your own pace, I honor your divine timing. And if you're wondering, like, okay, well, it took me 3 weeks to get through the first 10 days. Why am I not flexible yet? I don't know. What do you think? Right? So maybe if you're doing this at your own pace and you feel good about it, stay where you are. If you're doing this at my pace and we're doing it every single day for 30 days, you're going to be getting a lot faster of results. So just remember that what you put in is what you get out. So yeah, that's pretty much the main thing to think about today. Make sure that you're hydrating. Sorry, I don't like people sitting in my drawers. Make sure that you're hydrating. Be nice to yourself. I think that's it. I don't have any announcements. Let's just start moving our bodies. If you notice that like the sound goes out or anything like that, just let me know because Mercury be Mercurying these days. She's in retrograde. She's in the Gatorade. Let me put the YouTube on so I can check us. I'm like a one-man show over here, so I'm in the yoga department and in the tech department. Let's just make sure that we're here. I'm going to turn the sound on so I can hear. It's working. Okay, we're working. We're live. Everybody ready? Go ahead and start. Let's just start seated for today. Sit down, get comfy, get cozy. Bring your hands either to heart center or like your left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly. Or you can bring both of your hands onto your knees with the peace fingers or the pointer and thumb touching. Wherever you are, just fully arrive. Allowing your breaths to allow you to become present in your body. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Allowing any other thoughts that are flooding into your mind to just gently leave. This might be the first time that you're centering your awareness today. Or maybe you've been doing it all day, taking the practice off the mat with you into the world. Wherever you are, just coming back to the now. Good. Let's go ahead and open our eyes. Let's meet in a tabletop position on all fours. I'm just switching it up today a tiny bit so we can get moving. When you're in your all fours tabletop position, just go ahead and rock your knees side to side, or your hips rather. Maybe you start making some hip circles, drawing those circles back to the knees, forward with your breath. And then whenever you've gone one way enough, just switch directions. I'm literally so excited that you're here. I'm so excited to be here. I can't believe we're 10 days in already. One more time. Let's do one more circle, but make it the slowest circle that you've ever done. And maybe you allow your breath to match your movement. Okay, take it the other way. Really, really, really slow. Hip circle. And let's just tuck our toes. Meet in a down dog. Let's go ahead and roll up into a plank. So you're drawing that energy up through your shoulders and like roll all the way forward into a plank pose. And then come back into a down dog. And then roll forward into a high plank. And then a down dog. We'll do that about 3 more times. Good. Let's go ahead and walk to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Next breath in, coming all the way up to standing, arms up overhead. And then exhale, hands down by your side or to heart center. Let's just shake out the legs, shake out the arms, say good morning to the body. I like to rock my arms side to side. And I've been really enjoying doing the 30-day split challenge with you because I wake up late and it's 2 p.m. my time, and I literally just woke up like an hour ago. So it's like this is really the first time I'm moving my body today. So I'm really just trying to tune in to my body and lead this practice as if I were you really needing to move your body, right? And I want you through this practice to be able to listen to your body to the point of being like, what is it that my body needs? And until you're there, I'm going to guide you. Okay. So anyways, let's go ahead and just draw the energy from the center of the earth all the way up to the crown of the head, standing up nice and tall, hands by your side, big breath out. Next, inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, fold. We're going to do a sun salutation. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant hands, step back. High plank. Exhaling, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhaling, down dog. When you get there, lift up high on the toes, big breath in. On the exhale, draw your heels down. Big breath out. Good. We're going to take the left foot up to the sky, big inhale. And then bend that knee. We're going to open up the hip, making some circles in the hip. Extend. And you know where we're going, core plank, knee to nose. Take that right knee in, or left knee. And then inhaling back up to a 3-legged dog. Exhaling over the left shoulder. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhaling right shoulder. Good. Come up, 3-legged dog. Big breath here. And then on the exhale, draw that knee to nose. We're going to plant that left foot in between the hands. Let's go ahead and allow our hips to become nice and juicy. Let them hang low. Maybe make some bouncing or some rocking forwards and backwards. Notice that if you rock your weight backwards, where's the stretch? In the back of the right leg, yeah? You feel that stretch in the ankle, in the calf. Now what we're going to do is something a little bit different. We're going to take both of our hands to the right, and we're going to come sit in this left hip. So now we're in a skandasana, or skater pose. We're going to kind of just rock back and forth, left to right, and we're going to do skater. So you can stay with your hands at heart center. This is like the more advanced version if you don't need to touch. Otherwise, just go ahead and put your hands on the ground, and then we're going to rock side to side in this skater. Just getting those hips nice and warm and ready, waking us up. We'll do 3 more like this. And when you go into this, notice how I'm flexing my straight leg foot every time. Okay, last one. Back of the mat. Meet at the front of the mat. Turn everything towards front and center. And then we're going to go ahead and take our right hand down, left hand up for a twist. Whenever you're ready, we're going to meet in a warrior 2. So making sure that we've got that knee stacked over the ankle and we're drawing it out to the left towards the pinky side edge of the foot. Big breath in, hands up, straight leg. Exhale, warrior 2. Go deeper. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. Last one, big breath. Exhaling, warrior two. And we're going to go ahead and just release the hands. We're going to step the back foot forward. I know we're kind of doing a lot of the same warm-ups as we've been doing, but I'm trying to keep them kind of consistent week by week. So we're going to move into a pyramid now. By the 5th time or the 4th time that you do this pose this week, you are not going to have any questions about how do I do pyramid? How am I supposed to feel in this pose? What am I stretching? Because each day we do this, and you're going to notice that your hips are squared to the front of your mat, as if there was lasers shooting off your hip bones. They'd be going that direction, right? You'll be knowing if your hamstrings are lengthening or if they're not lengthening and you're shortening them by what? The angle of your pelvis, right? So keep these things in mind and notice that as the week goes on and you're doing this pose over and over again. Repetition is how you learn. Repetition is how your body starts to settle into the pose and you get deeper and deeper every time. So maybe you stay here. Maybe with each exhale, you go a little bit deeper and deeper. If you need blocks, please feel free to utilize those. Place them under your hands. I trust you to listen to your body and breathe. And wherever you are, just allow your neck to soften. If you notice that you're cranking your neck, that's not necessary. So just allow yourself to find length in the back of the neck, allowing that lengthened spine to continue all the way up the crown of your head. Go ahead and come up to standing. Bring the right foot to meet the left. And on the next breath in, arms out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant those hands. We're going to step back. You can skip your chaturanga if you want to, or you can go from high plank to low plank with the elbows back. Inhaling, back bend. Exhaling, down dog. On the next breath in, lift up high on the toes. Next breath out, draw the heels down. So good. I'm sorry if I'm moving a little bit faster today. I really want us to get warm quickly so we can get into our split. So let's take our right foot up to the sky. Big breath. On the exhale, let's just go ahead and make some circles in that hip. Maybe you make them fast. Maybe you make them slow. Maybe you go one direction and then you go the other direction. Whenever you're ready, extend all the way up into a three-legged dog. And then exhale, we're going to draw that knee to the nose. Good. Again, inhaling, three-legged dog. Exhaling, right knee, right shoulder. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhaling, cross the body. Draw it up as high into the body as you can. Three-legged dog. So good. Big breath in here. And then on the exhale, we're going to bring that knee through. Drop it between the hands. Good. Now you can allow some buoyancy in the hips. Maybe you bounce. Maybe you rock forwards and backwards. Noticing that if you rock backwards, you're going to feel that stretch in the back of your left leg, in the calf. We're going to walk our hands over to the left, and we're going to meet in that skater's pose or Skandasana. And I'm just going to switch directions so that I'm facing you. And then we'll just rock side to side. You can use your hands as you walk left and right. If you want a more advanced version, this is what I usually do because I want to work. I come to sit all the way on my butt, and then without using my hands, I come up. But it's up to you. Where are you feeling your ultimate stretch? Where is your line? Where are you moving through the discomfort with your breathing? And for some people, it may be like all the way up here, and that's okay, right? So like do whatever feels good for you. Whenever you're ready, we're going to just meet at the front of the mat with the right foot forward. Let's plant the left hand down, right hand up for a twist. And then we're going to cartwheel up into a warrior two. Drawing that right knee out to the right side of the foot. Big breath in here. Big breath out. On the next big inhale, let's straighten the leg. Hands touch at the top, then exhale, warrior two. Do that again, big breath. Exhaling. Last one, best one. Exhale, warrior two. So good. And we're going to take the back leg up to meet the front. Not all the way up, but far enough. We've got a nice position here, setting up for our pyramid pose. Take those hips, square them to the front, just like we did on the other side. Big inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to fold. And like I said, maybe you just fold here. Finding length in your spine, length in your neck. And when you're there, just drawing your right hip backwards, left hip forwards. I'm also noticing that it's easy for me to dump in my arches instead of continuing to extend that lift from my inner arches like I do in mountain pose. So I have to actively remember to do that in this pose too. Relaxing your neck and your spine, allowing them to be long. Three more breaths. And after your third breath, just come up all the way to standing. Shake it out. We're going to meet at the front of your mat. We're going to take your feet about hip distance apart. Turn the toes out. We're going to meet in a yogi squat. I'm going to face you guys. Maybe you need to adjust your feet a little bit more. And just sit up nice and tall here. We're going to move back and forth between a yogi squat, malasana, and a forward fold, uttanasana. So whenever you're ready, the important thing, we've talked about this before, is the direction of your toes. This is what's going to keep your knees safe. So don't have your knees facing forward and your toes out wide. You always want your knees and your toes facing the same direction. So as I move, notice how my toes go forward and I fold into the forward fold. And then we go back and my toes go back, right? We'll do this a couple more times. You should be warm by now. I'm definitely warm. Last one. Good. Meet in the yogi squat. Rock your weight side to side. Come all the way down to sit. Let's get a butterfly going. And then from this butterfly, we're going to go into a pigeon. So let's just go ahead and extend one leg out long. We're going to just roll over the other side, right? I'm going to take this leg behind me as I roll over. And then just make sure that all of your body parts are in the right place. So check on your back leg. Is it straight behind you? Check your other leg. Do I need to move my knee over to the left a little bit? I needed to, so maybe you do need to. Once you're here, get in the pose. Check and see if your weight is more on the left or more on the right. Once you've got that weight evenly distributed, just go ahead and come down. It's so important to hydrate too. So if you're here and you want to get a drink of water, feel free. Hydration and flexibility prevent injury. Hydration will prevent injury while you're becoming more flexible, and becoming flexible will prevent injury in your life. I can say that I've fallen into a split before and not been hurt. And that's because I'm flexible enough. Now, if I didn't have that range of motion on any given moment of any given day, I could hurt myself, right? And it's through hydrating our muscles and our ligaments and our joints and keeping our body nice and mobile that we will prevent as much injury as possible, right? That's not to say that you'll never get hurt, but it definitely prevents it. Whenever you're ready, we're going to just go ahead and roll up, come back to a seat. Bring your feet back into butterfly. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just go ahead and roll over. Other leg, draw the other leg back. Check your back foot. Is it in line with the body? Check your right knee. Once you're there and you've decided if your weight is evenly distributed between both hips, then you can come down. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Reminding yourself to come back to the stillness in the mind. Whenever you're ready, we're going to go ahead and come out. So just coming out the way we came in. Butterfly. And now we're going to go into the fun stuff. We're going to do some splits. I'm not going to lie, I don't feel like it. But that's okay, because on the days that we don't feel like it and we show up for it anyway, that's where the real magic happens, right? So if you're really, really not feeling it, if you don't feel like you're warm enough, if you're mentally not prepared, I want you to do a half split today, or not go into the full thing. I'm going to push myself and I'm going to do the full split regardless. And we're going to hold it for 2 minutes because we don't deserve to cheat ourselves and we want results. So I'm going to show up for you and I'm going to give you the option to show up for yourself. All right. If you have your split, you can go into an over split. If you don't have your split, you can go into a half split or a regular split, holding onto blocks or propping yourself up. We are going to hold for 2 minutes each side, but before we get into it, we're going to, I'm going to use a timer because I will cheat myself if it comes down to this. Literally, I'm just being honest with you, like, haha, hee hee. But like, no, seriously, things that are hard, I could totally back out, right? But I'm not going to, because we're here together. And so I hope that by leading by example of me not backing out, you are also feeling encouraged to show up for yourself, because nobody's going to get the results for you but you. Nobody's going to show up for you but you. And you know who's going to be there on your deathbed with you? Is going to be you. So you're the one who's in charge of your life. You're the one who's in charge of this moment and every moment from here on out. So let's really make an intention and be like, does my body need rest today? Check in with yourself. Get really, really fucking for real with you. If my body needs rest today, I'm doing a half split, period. And stand on business. Stand behind that decision. If you're like, okay, I could work, but I just don't want to, that's how I feel today, then show up. Okay, you got this. And just like I said, find that line between pain and discomfort. Stay in the discomfort, breathe into the discomfort. And if you feel pain, back out, honor yourself, honor your body, and move with your breath. Okay, so before we go in, we're going to meet in a half split or a runner's lunge, and we're going to kind of rock back and forth like we do. Notice I'm keeping that foot flexed. Just do a couple of these. We'll do about 5 more because I'm stalling. Okay, not 5 more, 1 more, because we got to get into our splits, especially because we only have like 3 minutes left. We got 2 minutes each side, okay? So whenever you're ready, go ahead and come down into your split or your half split. Half split is fine if that's where you are today. Once you get into your full split, adjust. This is my open split, and that's not what I'm working on. So since I'm being lazy today, this is where I would normally slack and be like, that's okay. This is comfortable for me. But no, I'm going to put in the work because I intend to have my splits by the end of this, just like you. So I'm going to use some blocks, and I'm not going to cheat myself. I'm going to engage both of my legs so that my back knee isn't resting gently on the ground for funsies. And I'm going to keep both of my legs nice and strong. I'm pressing the ground away with my legs, and I'm going to keep my torso up. I'm drawing my right hip forwards, I'm drawing my left hip backwards, and I'm going to breathe. Wherever you are, try turning the corners of your mouth upward. Makes it go by a little faster. We're already halfway through. We got a little more than 30 seconds left. You got this. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come out. Let's take a minute to sit in any position that feels good for you right now. Put your hand on your heart, other hand on your belly, and we're going to breathe for 3 deep intentional breaths. Breathing in love, breathing in trust, breathing in care, breathing in gratitude. You got this. We have 1 more side to go. We're just going to do the same exact thing, other side, and we're done with day 10, which means you're about to be a whole third of the way through the split challenge. We're going to do this together. We've got 1 more side. You got this. All right, so let's meet in that runner's lunge, half split. We're going to go back and forth, just kind of creating some lubrication in that hip joint a bit. And this is honestly my less flexible side. I do usually recommend go with your less flexible side first so you can end on a good note and feel happy, but that's okay. You know where we are where we are today, and that's exactly where we're meant to be. So 1 more big breath in, 1 more big breath out, and we're going to start. So my half split people, my Ardha Hanumanasana people, stay where you are. Make sure that you've got your legs both nice and activated and strong. Notice I'm going for my fake split, and that's cheating, so I've got to correct myself. I'm going to draw my right foot in a little more, and I'm here. pressing both of my feet down into the earth, engaging both of my legs as if I'm pushing the ground away, drawing my right hip backwards, my left hip forwards, and I'm sitting up as tall as I can. Maybe while you're in this pose, you're imagining yourself touching the ground. Or maybe you're imagining that you're in between two chairs and you've got that oversplit so juicy that your hips are like below the 180-degree angle. Maybe you hear people saying to you, wow, you're so flexible. When did that happen? Or even better, when they're like, I bet you've been flexible your whole life. Keep sitting in with it. We're almost there. We got about 30 seconds left. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. Go ahead and come out. Meet me in a comfortable seat at the front of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's take a nice big inhale together. And a big exhale. Sigh it out. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for showing up for yourself. And thank you for showing up with me today. Yeah. Light within me honors, loves, and respects light within you. Namaste. Woohoo, I'll see you tomorrow for day 11. Seriously, make sure that you are hydrating, okay? And I'm not talking about plastic water bottle type shit, okay? You're better than that. All right, let me know if you want to talk about water and how to get the highest quality water that'll help you to recover your muscles faster and more efficiently. And that's it. I'll see you for day 11 tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're already a third of the way done. I've been really loving this split challenge. And if you're loving the split challenge too, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because after this, I'll be posting more yoga content on a regular basis, probably like weekly classes and stuff. And make sure you follow me on IG at Pakaloki Yoga, or you can follow my personal Instagram page if you just want more of me that's not yoga related. My personal page is called Official Ryan Amber, RYINAMBER. And that's where I talk about manifestation, all the books I'm writing. I put acro yoga content on there and things like that. So make sure that we stay connected. I'm really grateful and excited that you're here. And if you love the split challenge, make sure that you share it with your friends, because you don't need to be the only flexible one out here, and y'all can do this shit together. And friends who split together, stay together. So yeah, all that good stuff. I love you. I care about you. Drink your freaking water. Do not hydrate. Okay. And stay safe out there. Okay. Love you. See you tomorrow.